Oh my god, I did it! Ah! Oh man, I really wanted to record the matches themselves, but I've been really busy with work this weekend, and I just haven't been home. So I just had to do matches throughout the night as I had some spare time to do so, and unfortunately I couldn't record, but we can watch replays together. One of these SDs, I really want to just be not working so I can be at home and stream it. I think it'd be really fun to stream my Summoner Duels, but I literally every single SDR, SDS, I'm always working the weekend, so I just can't stream it. I don't know why it works out that way every single time. It's so annoying. But oh well, what are you gonna do? So, yeah, okay, so the team. I can't take credit for this team. I made changes, but this is not my team. I was going to use this. I practiced extensively with the bullshit cav line, right? I mean, it's ye old Seliph and a Crom clear. This is what this is. It works. I did quite well with this in my practice runs. But then I ran into a team that just absolutely obliterated me. I just couldn't do anything. I was like, holy shit. And then I was actually gonna do something. Actually, everything that I was theory crafting was on Team 9, so it's just gone. But yeah, I had a couple of teams that I was going to use. Like, I wanted to use Preempt Yuri, but sometimes that doesn't work. Because guess what? Guard Bearing 4 is kind of fucking nuts, you guys. If I learned anything from this SDR, it's Guard Bearing 4 is good. It's really goddamn good. If you don't have Special Spiral 4 or Deadeye or Lethality ready to rock and roll, you're fucked. Guard Bearing 4 turns any flying unit into the best tank in the world. Altina tank shit, she has absolutely no business tanking. It's nuts. It's so crazy. Like, Duo Thor with Blazing Wind did not kill Altina. Think about that. Just think about that. That's so dumb. Guys, get Guard Bearing 4. It's good. Like, I feel like the meta moving forward is just going to be Guard Bearing 4 on your Guidance 4 users, and then you're just ready to go. It's so stupid. I hate it, but I also love it. Like, I kind of want it for Thor now. Like, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Like, if Thor had Guard Bearing 4, she could actually just wall off Selifs. That's so dumb. It's so dumb. Okay, so first, I need to show the individual that I copied this team from, because I feel like that's only right. That's the right thing to do, because this is not my team. This was just me practicing with this team, and I was like, this is when I realized, yo, this team is fucking nuts. It was right here. I believe it was Arbiter. It's this person's team. Yep, it's Arbiter. And I wasn't using my cav line for them. I think I was good with the cav line. I think I actually didn't lose with the cav line. Like, it's just that stupid. But then I was practicing with Preempt Yuri for when I need to use that freebie clear. So I was practicing with this, and like it's Preempt Yuri with Growing Wind. It's good. It's always been good. But then I ran into this bullshit. Yuri could not kill this Altina with Guard Bearing. You need Spiral 4, you need Lethality, but that defeats the purpose of Preempt Yuri and Growing Wind, right? So I would have had to do something else with somebody here, and there's no one here that could run something like that to deal with Altina. And then Mark is so good. I underestimated just how useful this unit would be, specifically for Summoner Duels. His duo button is goated. Like, taking away taking your opponent's ability to use positional skills I can't even tell you how good that is. Like, it just opens up free kills. Basically, a lot of the time, I would wait for my opponent to move a few of their characters closer to me, and obviously they're planning on repositioning, seeing what I'm gonna do. But then I just pop Mark's duo skill, and they can't do that anymore. And then their characters are just out in the lamb for me to just pick off. Like, Mark is so good, you guys. He's so dumb. And then they have Shez and Crom. So they got two versions. That's another thing I learned. Like, you kind of need 2 copies of Cantor Control on your team these days. Because, like, a lot of the time, right? So, like, with Yuri, for example, right? Like, I would go in with Yuri, I'd snipe the person who has Cantor Control on the team, and then I could run away still. But if you have 2 Cantor Controls, you can't do stuff like that anymore. You kind of need 2 Cantor Controls to counter hit and run strats. It's kind of foolish. And then you need, like, 2 Guidance 4s so that you can control both sides of the map. And it's like, the meta is so oppressive, you guys. The meta is, just don't play this game mode. The thing is, like, when I got destroyed by this team, and I watched a replay just to see, like, what I could have done differently, what mistakes that I made, and then I realized I have all of these characters, and I got a Forma of Altina with this exact same build. I was like, I could make this team verbatim, pretty much. And, yeah, so basically what happens is I try to get Yuri in, like, around here so we can, like, warp over here, get his growing wind off, and then he's got preempt. Like, I try to snipe their melee characters if I can. And here I was like, I got him. Yuri can just go in, growing wind Altina, and then everything else is a ranged unit. I was like, I got him. He couldn't kill Altina, man! He couldn't do it! Then they lock me down with their mark. I was like, oh no. So I try to answer in kind with Duo Thor, take away their stuff, gravity them, and then I'm like, oh god. So here I'm like, okay, Yuri actually can't do anything. I have to wall off with Asker somehow and just hope. Fortunately, Altina couldn't kill Asker. Great! But, yeah. Fortunately, with Deadeye, or that Luna, Special Power 4 Luna, almost killing Asker is kind of nuts. So, from here, yeah, I was like, I'm just not even going to bother. I'm just screwed. Because, like, I could have went over, or no, Yuri got Thored, so I was like, it's over. It's actually over. I can't do anything. And so I was like, I can make that team, bro. So we go to SDR, and we made the team. Now, it's not exactly the same. Like, I slotted in Yuri instead of Shez so that I could still have that freebie when I needed it. But then even when I did use my freebie, I was like, I'm keeping Yuri because Yuri is just so good. Like, he's got that 3 movement. I have Spiral 4 on him. Like, I just felt like Yuri, for me personally, was just better than Shez. And it's like, it's not... If it were Fire Season, maybe I would have used Shez for the bonus stats. Like, for the pair-up stats, I mean. But it's also not Wind Season, so it's like, it doesn't really matter who I use. So I just used Yuri. And then I slotted Asker in over Crom because he can pulse everybody down. And I can use him as a tank if I needed to. So that's just kind of what I decided with that. So, yeah, and I've got Thor here with Guidance 4 and the Hardy Bearing to deal with certain things. Mark's here with Phantom Res so we can get that Sabotage Res off. And Drawback. I have Drawback on Thor and Mark. Drawback is, when using Guidance 4 specifically, Drawback is kind of goated compared to Reposition IMO. And then we've got Yuri. Spiral 4 Luna Yuri. So good! Now, I used to have Rupture's Guy on him, but then I missed a kill on a far save tank. And I was like, Yuri not killing a far... What? But then I realized, like, dude, if I had Luna instead, like, he probably would have killed. So then I swapped from RS to Luna. And that was with a Arcane Sword Summer Edelgard, like Hardy Bear or Hardy Fighter, like Aegis. Like, he just couldn't kill her. And then Altina with aerobatics. She used to have attack res catch, but then I realized that if I had aerobatics on her, it opens up like more options. So that was just better. So anyways, records. Woo! Guy, it doesn't show all my matches because I climbed all the way from 54.99. I went. How many wins did I have to get? I went. Oh, hold on a sec. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I had to go 19 wins. I went 19-3. That's so crazy for me. Usually, my PB for wins so far is like 9. This team is just so good. I've always said that if you give me the tools, if you build a good team for me, I'm good enough at the game to use the tools to do well. Like, I know the game well enough to execute strategies. I'm just not smart enough to come up with the strategies. You know what I mean? So like, credit where credit's due. I always like joke around and say I'm dumb and stuff, and like I can come up with some strategies here and there, but like I can't come up with teams that are this good. I just can't. And I don't know if I ever will be able to. So like I've always relied on other people, and I've always copied like other people's teams that are better than mine that I can like basically mimic. And then I start doing better because like I've always said it, man, like I can play very well. I'm just not great at making good teams. So I don't know. Dude, this will go on forever if I play like every single match because that's a lot of matches. I just gonna try and remember like the good ones. We'll play the first one here just to see what it was. Or maybe not. Like, I don't think it's worth it because again, this is SD matchmaking at its finest, man. To be honest, like I think the big reason why I was able to get to rank 1 is because like a good like 50% of my matches were against like individuals that were just like a lower rank than me, and it's like feels bad, man. You know what I mean? Let's see. This was a friendly duel against someone in the Phaeology Discord actually, and I feel kind of bad that I took this W away from them because like I didn't know that they were in the Discord, and they actually didn't know that I was either because I only found out after the fact, and then I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. You could have asked for a draw, right? And we could have drew, but it's all good." I think they ended up doing pretty good for themselves as well, despite that. But this person had a very strong team as well. Like, look at this. This Byleth is like almost the same as mine. The only difference is he has Clash and I have like Times Pulse 4 and I have Finish, but like this Byleth is so damn good. And other than that, the team is like this is the kind this right here, like double they didn't have double guys before, but like basically a lot of the high tier teams you're gonna see have like double guidance 4 and then like 2 nukes and then like 1 like swing support, and that could be like Duochrome or like Asker or whatever, right? But like basically what I've seen is most really high scoring or really high tier teams are using like 2 cancer controls, 2 guidance 4s, and like either like a Yuri or a Shez. What's another nuke that people are using? I actually didn't see that many Veronicas. I've seen quite a few Altinas as well, though. Altina's become very popular, especially like Guard Bearing 4, X Guidance 4. Like, Altina is really, really good for Summoner Duels now. It's crazy. So yeah, I'll show this off. This was a close match. Like, yeah, this was very close. Like, I easily could have lost this, like, if I just, like, one wrong move and I would have lost this, right? So basically, this is my opener. I draw back Thor and I draw back Altina so that I have my Guidance 4s lined up, and then I can basically control both sides of my side of the map. Like, I can just go up to either of these corners pretty much. And then I'll move Altina on top of Thor, so if I need him to, Yuri can actually move 4 spaces up, like up here. which is really nice. And yeah. Now, actually, this is one of my starting teams, so Yuri still has RS, Altina still has the catch skill, but, like, I think one of my losses made me switch to aerobatics and Luna. Yeah, so from here, I believe I trade my Yuri, because I go over, I take out their Byleth, but honestly, this was a mistake. I shouldn't have did that, because trading my Yuri for their Byleth like that, one, it's a bad trade, because you're trading a ranged nuke for, like, a melee duelist. And that's a bad, like, trading a ranged nuke for a melee anything is usually a bad trade. But usually you want to trade a ranged nuke for a ranged nuke. So that trade almost cost me the match, actually. Because then they can kill Yuri with, like, anybody they want, really. But I charge up here because I forgot to do it before. I might have just forgot that he had Canto Control up there, but either way. Oh, actually, what happened was I knew I would get Canto Control, but I figured it wouldn't matter because I had my Ruptured Sky charged, right? So I figured Yuri's going to come down. He doesn't outspeed me, and I'll just kill him back with the Ruptured Sky. What I forgot was Triangle Attack. He had Triangle Attack, and that's why he killed me. I was like, oh, God, that's bad. And so that put me in, like, a pretty bad position. So basically, when I lose Yuri, I pretty much rely on Asker to kill things. And this was another, like, big mistake, because Mark was one space too far away to Canto control the Yuri. So from here, I was like, god damn it, I lost. I was like, no. But I get a little galaxy brain with it, with Guidance 4, and then I just kind of toss Asker in there. Because there's nothing left here that can kill Asker. And also, I did get capture points in the beginning, so we're even now. So worst case scenario, it's a draw. But I'm pushing it with Asker here. I take away their repositional. Like, this is why Mark is so good. This is why I won. It's because of Mark's duo skill. Because they could no longer take their units away from Asker, it's over. I can just pick them off from here. Or obviously I can go in with Guidance 4, take out the Crom, and then Cactria has no hope in hell taking out Asker, so it's over here, unfortunately. Unfortunate. So very good GG's to Organic Inc. Yeah, like I said, I probably won't bother showing the replays with some of the lower tiers. Although I will say, there were some low tier teams that were very good. There were like high tier teams, but they just were in low tiers. It could just be a case of they never took SD seriously, but maybe they want to start taking it seriously, so they're finding good teams that they have characters to build around. And like, there are actually some low tier teams that gave me a really hard time. I just can't remember which ones they are, because they would be good teams. They would be good matches to replay. Or I actually lost this one. I'll show this one off. This is actually a good example. This is a lower tier player that beat me. Like, beat me outright, too. Oh, this was the team that made me put Luna on Yuri because of this Edelgard. Like, you see what I mean? Armored Beacon. Like, this is just set up to soak damage. You're not killing this Edelgard ever. It's like, this makes me want to put Armored Beacon on my Edelgard. Like, plus 10, the Arcane Yulner. Good, this team was just stacked. He had the Robin. Oh, I couldn't, it was crazy. I actually couldn't even kill their Tana with Yuri either. Like, I couldn't believe how tanky this team was. Like, this team is just so good. Like, here I took a pot shot at Edelgard because again, I figured Tana's probably not going to outspeed Yuri, and I'll just kill her on the counterattack. However, This was a very good move on their part. They ended turn, so they get first move. Yuri debuffed, and then Tana with the Unity stats, she kills easily. Like, very clean. And I was just flabbergasted. And I was like, I don't know why I did that, honestly. Like, yeah, of course Azura kills Thor with Robin buffs. Like, come on, man. Like, from here, I'm just scrambling. I'm like, oh, God, I screwed up. I was like, I guess I just take out their Thor. And then Mark kind of screwed me over there, so now I can't use positionals. Asker. Oh, he took my specials away too, so like Asker can't kill this Robin. No one can kill this Robin. Altina might be able to, but I can't get her there. So I just take out their Dancer. And then obviously Mark goes down. I'm just trying to chase them at this point. Because like, I'm pretty sure they can't kill my Asker. But Asker, debuffed as he is and without his special, he can't kill anything either. Oh, and then there you go. And I'm just screwed from here. They have point advantage. It doesn't matter that I get captain on captain kill. They still have more points than me. It's just over. That was just a solid team, man. And like it was also moments like that made me think maybe, dude, I need to try and work Robin into the team somehow. But I didn't know who to take off. So like I just made it like I put Luna on Yuri and then I put aerobatics on Altina. I was like, let's just try this for now. And if I lose again, or if I lose like immediately, then I'll have to try and swap in like Yuri, or I'll have to try and swap in Robin somehow. Because like, like everyone always says, if you don't have Robin and your opponent does, you're probably gonna lose. Like that's a huge stat differential. But I mean, I did pretty well, you know. Like I didn't use them, and I thought that I probably should be, but I just didn't. So here's another, like, kind of even match. We'll show this one off, see how this one went. Oh, so this was like a yield cav line with, like, Mark support, I guess. Not kind of. So they have red feud on their Crom. Which actually is interesting. I've never seen that before, but that's kind of cool. Maybe they have that to help deal with Lucia's, which is a good idea, but I don't know that Crom has trouble dealing with Lucia, like, even without it. But, I don't know, maybe they've had certain matchups where they needed it. Yeah, Guidance 4 on their dagger, which I actually didn't see. I didn't know that until, like, the end, when they were warping around. I'm like, oh. But yeah, Guidance 4 on dagger's pretty strong. Aerobatic Thor is good. Canto control on the Mark. And yeah, so this is where I have Luna, Yuri, and Aerobatic Altina. So let's giddy up. My normal opener, the double drawback. They take out Mark with their Seliph, which actually surprised me because I was like, well, I'm just going to kill your Seliph now. Like, Yuri doubles, so it's an easy kill. So we're even for points still, so it doesn't really matter that I did that. Or like, it actually wasn't a bad trade for them because now I don't have Mark and they do. But their Seliph is also gone now. That was like their map control condition. Now I feel like I have more map control than they do because I still have my double guidance.
Off to a nice start.
I don't know why they did this here. Or, well, I guess they were planning on bringing Crom in, because he still had that 4 movement, but, again, Guidance 4 Altina is fucking stupid, man. I can't stress that enough. I mean, this is Gale Force Crom, but even if he had Moonbow or Luna, he can't punch through Altina. Almost nothing can. It's so crazy how good Guard Bearing 4 is. And then Asker, like, I wasn't afraid of Crom killing Asker in the slightest. So here I break that block to set up a guidance beacon here to move around, just in case I need it. Wall off with Asker because I know nothing he has can kill him. Never mind. What the fuck? So yeah, because Asker's res was debuffed from Mark, Thor got the kill. I was like, oh no, Thor's gone. But I can, I guess, trade with Yuri or something, or even my Thor. What do I do here? Oh, okay. Because I was like, basically, I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter if I trade here, because Mark won't kill me in one hit through my DR. I'll kill him with my Luna. And same thing with Dagger. Dagger actually does no damage to Yuri. But I guess I got scared and I just drew back. They come in with their captain. I don't know why they did this. Why would you come in with your captain and you don't even kill? But I guess the thing is, I was ahead in points, so they had to try and make a move to do something, but yeah. Now that I have their captain killed, it's over, because now I'm ahead by 3 points with that capture. And then, yeah, it's just GG's. GG's to Lonk. Let's see, what's another good one I can show off? This was a loss against It Failed. This name sounds familiar, but I don't know where they're from. I don't know if they're in a Discord that I've seen them around, maybe, but yeah, I was like, that name sounds so familiar. They also had a very strong team. Again, Robin. I feel like all my losses were against like a strong Robin team that had like an armored beacon far save. Damn, man, I've got the Luna now. I've got the mobility with aerobatics. I actually don't remember how I lost this bad. I feel like this one in particular I actually could have won, but I just made too many mistakes. Let's see what happens. So I did my normal double drawback. I think this was a mistake here. I was supposed to go here, but I must have been trying something different here.
Vile. Easy now.
I always forget to use Asker in the very beginning. That was a mistake right there. That was my big mistake. I shouldn't have did that, because then I got Canto controlled here, and it's just kind of over. Because I'm going to get debuffed via Mark and Robin, and then Tana's just going to come and kill my Yuri. Oh, I repositioned. But yeah, see, but the fact that I had to reposition there was that's still bad, because now Yuri's away from everybody. Tana goes up there. I can Canto control her, but Formortis is here. Altina being my captain, yeah, Formortis can't counterattack, but, I also can't kill him. And I was contemplating, maybe I should make, Yuri my captain, but then, the reason why Yuri isn't my captain is because, well, what if he dies? Then that's 3 points to my opponent, and my Yuri's gone. And I was like, maybe I just make Asker my captain. And maybe I should have, but I just never did. If Yuri... That's the thing. If Yuri was my captain, he could have just killed Tana for free there. But then, bad things just happened because Altina's my captain, I guess. And, yeah. I feel... Yeah, if I just made a couple... If I just made a few moves a little differently, I might have been able to clutch this W, but... Yeah. And then here, I trapped myself, bro. As soon as I did that, I realized how dumb of a move that was. I was like, oh my god. I trapped my Asker. Oh, man. And yeah, GG's to It Failed. That I played pretty poorly that match, admittedly. But yeah, honestly, I probably should have had either Yuri or Asker as my captain, because then they can go in and just ignore the fire saves. Let's see, what's another good one I can show off? This was a win versus a mid-tier Robin, I guess. Well, not mid-tier, well, I guess kind of mid-tier. What did they have? Oh, I remember this. Or no, was it this one? I feel like it wasn't this one, but there was a team that had an Ascended Tiki that actually was difficult to deal with. I don't think it was this one. So double guidance with Robin. Let's just, I don't actually remember this one. Let's see how this one plays out. So my normal double drawback. That's typically where I'll put my Asker up there. Because usually I'll have Asker go up here and Altina go there, and those will be my walls pretty well. I want to see if I can find a replay versus a Cav team, because I had a really strong strat for dealing with those.
Lend us strength.
And here I just make sure they can't run away. Altina's just nuts with it. And yeah, that was GG's. See, oftentimes I'll forget that Altina is still strong herself, but I'm afraid to throw her in because I don't want to lose my captain, you know what I mean? Versus Kiwi, or Kiwoo. I believe, did I do the strat versus team? It all depends on when they use their dagger. See, I have a strong strat versus these conga lines, because if they use their dagger right away, I don't want to say it because it's it's not really Galaxy Brain. Like, I feel like anybody can think of it, but let's just see what they do. See, like, when I run into these conga line teams, you'll notice I don't use my Asker turn 1 because I need to wait and see when they're going to use their dagger. So now that they use their dagger, I foul play Thor over here so that now her duo button will reach everything and I can take away their guidance, or their Pathfinder. And it also takes away the +1 movement on Seliph. And Seliph can't kill Altina. Guard Bearing 4 is that good. And yeah, from here it's pretty much GG. Like, I was actually helping Connor Zach on stream fight against Cavlines. And he said something really funny that is also really true. When you mess up a Cavline's like opening move, like when you, like, for example, what I just did right there, I took away their opener via Thor. When you do that, it's like their brain shuts down that they don't know what to do anymore. It's like, oh god. But it's kind of true, because like myself too, when I use Cavlines, if I can't get the W on turn 1, things just start falling apart, man. Like, I feel like that's true for any Cavline player. Yeah, it's pretty much GG here. Unfortunate. And that I did that versus literally every Cavline I came across. I waited for them to use their dagger skill, and then I foul played dagger to wherever I needed her to be, and immediately shut that shit down. And then I would just charge up with Asker the next turn. Oh, this was a cool match versus NGA. I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Someone who knows what they're doing. Oh, God. But, man. And NGA is a very good player. And he's got a strong team. He's got the... This is really cool, too. Like, Guidance 4 on the Azura with Firestorm 3. That is really cool. You got Robin, of course. So, again, double Guidance. Again, I'll say it. I can't say it enough. Every like player, if you're seriously trying to make a serious climb to the higher echelons of SD, you really do need 2 Guidance 4s on the team, man. Like, it's not mandatory, but it's getting close to mandatory. You almost need it. Defense seal on the Altina. I didn't realize that. I feel like that's a mistake. And then you got Lucia here with the distant dart. And canto control on the Lucia. Again, double canto control. Alright. And Spiral 4 on the Robin, man. God damn, that's cool. Alright. This was a really close match, too. Again, I feel like at this level of gameplay, all you need is for your one side to make one mistake, and then things crumble. Because our teams are even. This is an even playing field. You know what I mean? Like, it just takes one of us to make a mistake, and then the other person can just go in. So, like, they trade their Altina there, right? And it was a good trade. My captain is now gone. And usually that would be a big deal, but it doesn't matter because we both have erosion, and he doesn't have a save tank, so it doesn't matter that my erosion is off the field. But I am now scrambling because NGA has point advantage. I need to now approach him to get points back. Oh, actually, never mind. So I feel like that there is what cost NGA the match, because I'm ahead in points now. He has to approach me to get a point back. Otherwise, I can just stall and win. And I'm pretty sure that's basically what I do. Because I don't need to go in here. He has to approach me. And I'm like, why would I make a risky move like trying to take out one of his units when I don't need to? That could cost me the match. So I just keep my distance. And I keep telling myself, Chronicos, you're ahead. Just play defensively.
Let's keep it together.
Take away their positionals. This was an interesting move. I think this is where I was like, okay, I can go in here now because I can get their captain. Oh, that was a mistake I made. I couldn't kill their Asker with the Blazing Thunder, and Yuri couldn't kill with the Luna, but if I had harsh commanded my Yuri, I would have gotten that kill. So that was a mistake on my part, because now I think Asker kills my Thor. Oh, never mind. Interesting. I don't know why that worked. Because I swear to you, Yuri did not get that kill last turn. That's why I harsh commanded Thor. Because I thought maybe if I take away her debuff, she'll kill with the Blazing Thunder. But that was foolish, because like there was no debuffs on the Asker. I've tanked enough Thors with my Asker to know that he needs to be debuffed to die. So that was a mistake. But then, for whatever reason, Yuri got the kill. Just by moving... I don't know why. So anyways, it must have been because I got extra stats off of the Blade session, right? So, again, the only reason I'm trading here back and forth is because I'm still ahead with those capture points. So, it's fine to make these trades. And again, so now I'm just going to run away. I'm going to take away basically their win condition here in the form of Robin. Now I just feel like it's GG from this point. I just need to make sure their Lucia doesn't catch up to me. But like, there's only one turn left, so at this point I was like, even if he does make a gambit and tosses Lucia over the wall, I can just put Asker in front of her. Like again, the last SDR, I used my Asker as an Omni tank versus other Lucias, and I've done that enough to know that Lucia, while Asker can't kill Lucia, Lucia also cannot kill Asker. So, it was fine. It was pretty much GG from that point. Very good GGs to NGA there. Another defeat versus Ray. We can take a look at that. So, yeah, this defeat felt really bad because this took me from 2 to 1. So after I lost to Ray here, I was like, oh my god, I'm so close to rank 1, bro, come on, just 3 more W's. But yeah, Miracle Duma with 2 guidances and then just Shez, man. Like, that preempt Shez just shut me down. Like, Yuri with... If Yuri had Asker buffs, he would have been able to kill the Shez. But because I don't... I think I use Asker turn 1 here, and I don't have the +6 all stats, I don't outspeed the Shez. So yeah, Shez just kind of shut me down here, unfortunately. And I just couldn't get Thor to her, because Thor is the one with Hardy Berry. Yeah, so yeah, this was a tough team to fight against. Sonya with Guidance 4 is also really oppressive, man. Like, holy shit. What a hard unit to play. Like, she made a comeback with Guidance 4. Like, this was the second... I believe Ray was the second Guidance 4 preempt Sonya I fought. One of my earlier losses was against another Guidance 4 Sonya.
Vile. Easy.
So we're kind of playing chicken with this wall here. First one to break it kind of opens up, and I was like, well, maybe Asker should be able to tank that Shez, right? Because I've tanked Shez with my Asker before. So honestly, I have no idea why he died here. I guess Shez is just that much stronger than other Shezes I've fought against. I mean, she's +9, but like, I don't know, maybe Asker needs buffs to deal with her. I'm not sure why. Like, I swear I've tanked Shez with my Asker before, but yeah, I'm not sure why he died. So I just take out that, and I was like, that's safe to do because I am far enough from their Canto control to do that. But again, they got a captain kill on me, so it was a little rough. A little rough here. I need to now play aggressive because I'm behind in points. And then Crom, he had that Spiral 4 Ignis that just shoots right through a guard bearing, man. So that Sonya Harmonized skill giving Crom his special charge, that right there pretty much sealed my loss.
A nice breeze and a spot of shade.
I was like, yeah, they can just move their Sonya forward, and then Shez can kill like Yuri or Mark or someone, and it really doesn't matter. I'm just kind of screwed. I was like, yeah, GG, man, I lose. That's unfortunate. Then I got capture points, and yeah, it's all over, man. It's all over. I really needed to kill their Shez to have a chance at winning here, but yeah, it's just over. It's all over. And then from there, I was like, oh my god, please, I'm so close. I just need 3 more W's. But we clutched it out. Is there another cool match to show off? Actually, this last match here was pretty close. I can show that off as like the last one. That's the only one I can remember that was like kind of noteworthy. Because this being the last match, I was like on the edge of my seat. I was like, come on, man. If I win this, I'll be rank 1. And again, we have, it's not a Cav line, but Seliph is rearing his ugly head. With Guidance for Katria. I'm assuming just Alm for the bonus unit, right? And yeah. So, it's not the scariest team I fought, but I was just being very cautious. I didn't want to make a mistake. And here, since they harsh commanded their Seliph, I had to throw Thor in there just to make sure he couldn't come in and like dab on somebody. But oh, and also he's got pre-charged Lunar Flash and pre-charged Deadeye, so I can't wall off with Altina because they'll punch right through her guard bearing. So from here I was like, geez, what do I do, man? I was like, I guess I could wall off with Asker maybe, or even just end my turn and go in and kill something with Yuri. But I think I actually just killed her Asker with my Asker.
Lend us strength.
Oh yeah, Mark Duo button. Take away their ability to take their units to safety. So basically we trade Seliph for Thor there. That's a pretty decent trade. And then I'm opening up the floodgate. Now, and since I took Deadeye away from Crom, it was safe to put Altina up here with the broken wall. Because Alm can't fly in, their guidance is all the way in the back there. So, realizing that, they just kind of run away. But, with my guidance 4 in the middle here, I have map control on the left side. So, I am able to bring Asker up and take out their Asker. So now I'm ahead. From here, now they has the special back on Crom, so I need to be careful. I just can't put my Altina out there or my final guidance is gone. So I need to play carefully. But again, I'm ahead, so I'm playing very cautiously and defensively. I'm just stalling here, but then they stall with their own duo button. I'm like, okay, well, what can I do from here? Just draw back, I guess. Put Asker down there. I am not worried of Asker dying to Alm or Crom. So again, I'm just drawing back, I'm repositioning, I'm just dancing around everything. I move Ultena down here because I figured, you know what, if you want to come and kill my mark, that's GG for you, because then if this becomes a trade war and I have more units than you. And from there, I'm like, well, I'm just going to take away your guidance, I guess. It doesn't matter. That's GG. Like, you can kill with Crom, but then I'm going to kill your Crom with Yuri and Kanto away. So from there, it was actual GG, and that gave me the rank 1. For the very first time. Whew! Had to go 19 wins, bro. What a run. I'll be honest. Once I got to a master rank at 6,500, and I believe at that point I had already used up 2 losses. I was like, man, if I just stop now, I'll stay in master rank for next SDR, and maybe I could just make the climb to rank 1 then. But I was like, you know what? This team is like the best team I've had so far. Let's just keep going. And it worked out. So yeah, it's pretty good. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little replay watch party. And if you did, consider liking and subscribing and leave a comment. Let me know how your runs went, if you did. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
We gotta let it get back, baby, we can fight some person. You know you had to kill her,